Well, here we are once again. Oh my god. I wanted to do this fast. Cheers. It's been a while. Like 73 hours. Okay, let's get this on the road. I got a lot of stuff I want to show you that I got from the library. I got Breaker Morant on Blu-ray. This is a really good movie. It's got some action. It's like about the Boer War. It's actually kind of boring, but I don't know. I've seen it like twice. There's something about it. I've shown you that. I got Ash vs. Evil Dead, the third season. Dude, this is so good. I got Iron Man, Return of the Ghost, The Incredible Hulk, and now Wolverine. I got The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the film that terrified a rattled nation. Then I got heavy metal movies, Guitar Barbarians, Mutant Bimbos, and Cult Zombies Amok in the 666 most ear and eye-ripping big screen films ever. I thought this was actually going to be like heavy metal movies, but no, it's got like Children of the Corn, Christian F, Gremlins, a new batch. I love Gremlins, a new batch, but I wouldn't. Well, I guess it's got Slayer in it. I mean, let's see. I got some comics today. I got Frank Frazetta's Mothman. I got Guardians of the Galaxy, Bane of Blastar. I looked at it and I saw art looks okay, so. And then I got Deadpool Batter Blood #2. Written with story and pencils and inks by Rob Liefeld. I mean, I know he's terrible, but I like Rob Liefeld. Okay, need a drink. So the movie I'm listening to tonight is one I wasn't even gonna review, but I watched it. I was like, man, I gotta talk about it. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Have you seen this? Whew. Yeah, I just grabbed it and I was like, I'll check it out. You know, how bad can it be? And I really enjoyed it. Already, I'm a Chris Pine fan. When he became Captain Kirk, I was like, I don't care about Captain Kirk. But then one of the movies, like the last one I saw, I liked. Then I saw him in something else. And then that movie with Florence Pugh, he was the best part of it. And he's great in here. So it's a basic story. Like he was like a good guy, and then he wanted money, so he stole some stuff, and these evil wizards killed his wife. So he became a thief, but he never hurt people. He would just steal from rich people. He had a gang. They got caught in like a time freeze. Him and Holga. Oh, what's her name? You know her from Fast and the Furious, the angry Hispanic lady. And I guess what I'll talk about first. I was like, it's amusing, kind of like a Marvel movie. So he's like in prison. They break out. He wants to reunite with his daughter. Okay, forget all that. What I want to say is like there's a part where they have to find this helmet. And like they're all, that battle was 100 years ago. Anyone that would know where the helmet is dead. So the sorcerer, I can't remember his name. He's like, well, I have this coin. It'll resurrect anyone, and I can ask them 5 questions, and then they'll die again, and they can never be revived. And there's a little a tiefling. She's got a tail and horns. It's the girl from It. Like, she's all, why is it 5 questions? She's all, that seems pretty arbitrary. And he's like, I don't know, it's just 5 questions. So they go to the graveyard, and they're digging up people that might know who, or I don't know. They just start digging up people to find out where this helmet was. And this scene was awesome because all the corpses, I think they were they looked like puppets, and it reminded me of Evil Dead. Even when they're shoveling, like you see from the point of view of the shovel, and it lasted like, I think this lasted like longer than 5 minutes, and it was funny. Like they find out like the corpse. He, like, on the second question, he knew where the helmet had went, but he didn't know anymore. And they're, okay, well, let's go on to the next one. And like the wizard, it's like, we can't just leave him like that, you know. He's just gonna be sitting there. Ask him 3 more questions, and he's like, do you like cats? And the corpse is like, not really. And then I can't remember the other one, but then they're what's your favorite book? And he's all, well, it's between. And then he says, and then he just falls back into the grave. And they do it like 4 or 5 times. And one corpse has his eye hanging out. It reminded me of like Return of the Living Dead or Evil Dead, or that part. That's my favorite part of the movie. Cool monsters. There's a part where this other, because I was kind of doing other stuff, I really wasn't paying attention, but it caught my attention. There's like one guy, you think he's a bad guy, but he starts to help them. But I guess they show he's a good guy by, they pull this giant fish out of a lake, and he pulls a little cat baby out of it, but like it's like a little human shaped cat, and it's like, and it was a puppet, and then he gives it to like its mother. He saved it, and it's just like, it's like the way a gremlin or a ghoulie moves. And I was like, it's great. That's all you need. I don't need. I mean, there's tons of CGI, but there's a lot of practical effects. And then it ends. They're in these games. They're fighting. God, what's his? I can't remember his name. Oh, he was the one that had sex with a black hooker, and he was dating Elizabeth Hurley. I can't remember his name, but he's like the bad guy. So they're in these games at the end, but no one ever survives. And then you see the characters from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, and I was like, I'm sold. I really liked it, and they look exactly how they would look if they were real people, the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon characters. I don't think the unicorn was there. I don't think the unicorn was there. So yeah, then there's the one dragon who's like fat. Then there's like a dragon statue that comes to life, and that was cool. There's like a treasure chest, and they open it and a tongue comes out. That was like Evil Dead too. And then I was watching it, like I said, I don't know how you feel about Chris Pine, dude. I was like, dude, he could be Ash. I don't know, maybe because I was watching season 3 right before it, so maybe that swayed me. But he could be like a dumbass, or actually he could be his own, because he's real suave and debonair, and like can talk people into anything, and he just like thinks really highly of himself as like a snob. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff that I liked in here, and I know other people like it too. Well, one other person, or 2 other people I know. who play Dungeons and Dragons and really liked it. So yeah, there's one movie I didn't want to see in the theater. And at the end, I was, this might be like the best Dungeons and Dragons movie they can make. I mean, like I said, they try to make it like a Marvel movie, I think. But I mean, what are you gonna make it? I was like, it could be, they could make like a super serious Dungeons and Dragon movie that would be like a BBC television show. I mean, that might be cool too. I didn't even bother me that this was like 2 hours solid, or even like a minute, 2 minutes over 2 hours. I can't remember their names. Yeah, I wasn't gonna do this, but so I'll give it 4 out of 5. Manos Hands of Fate. If you haven't seen it, like it was funny, and then I think I already said it. Like some of the action, there was some good sword fights. They're like one guy has like a green flamish sword, and it was. This is a movie I think little kids need to see. If I had seen this when I was like 10, this would be one of my favorite movies, I think, and I'd watch it again. So I don't know what else I'm gonna review. Actually, I know what I'm gonna review tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, and that's it. Let's see. See. Let me find a terrible drawing of Rob Liefeld that he did. No, they're all great. So yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Honor Among Thieves. Check it out, and I'll see you tomorrow.